Loktar Ogar, my champions. How are we all this week? It's been a long one for me. It's been a very weird long one for me. Hope you're all having a good time. I was able to finish The Dawn of the Aspects this week, which I'm really happy. Such a great book. Written by my favourite, Richard A. Knaak. K-N-A-A-K. He also did Storm Rage as well, and that's one noticeable as well. He has a darker turn on the lore, which is my favourite, really. I like it when it's a bit more real. And finished it, and I was getting to the end, and we hear about the Titans and things, and this really, really got me peed off, because, not peed off in an angry way, I was like, damn, I just wish there was more. And I thought, what's the one place I know with more lore than I can think of in any of this world? That's right, baby, it's Ulduar. And it's also slightly inspired by The Final Titan by Mr. Slippery Fist. Thank you very much for this post this week. He says, so I was doing my weekly Ulduar run, and for a change, I bothered to take notice of what Yogg-Saron says when it's defeated. He says, everything on his miserable little seedling will die. This triggered me. Oh, tumble trigger. Triggered my memory on the theories about what Rathian says in Mr. Pandaria when he eats the Thunder King's heart, something along the lines of awakening the final Titan. One of the theories being thrown around the time is what to do with Azeroth being the final Titan, or at least it's an egg, cocoon, whatever you want to call it. With Yogg-Saron referring Azeroth as a seedling, what do you guys think about the theory that Azeroth is incubating a weapon of the Titans? Is that a weapon being a Titan itself? Does Yogg-Saron's choice of words give more credence to the theory? Discuss. And that we will, Mr. Slippery Fist. You have a hell cream thumbs up. Poorly worded reply. Irony to the teeth. Hurts. To read into the words of the old gods is a double-edged sword. There's no way of really knowing if what they are saying is meant to be as literal as a fact of metaphor. Furthermore, the old gods are the essence of madness and insanity. Granted, with all the power of the old god possess, I don't see them being... Granted, with all the power the old gods possess, I don't see them being hard-pressed to lie. As for Rathian's awakening the final Titan, this could be a reference to Ra-Den, who was implemented to be the source of Lei Shin's power. Very nice idea. What do you guys think about this one? You got me kicking around a bit. Is Azeroth harboring a weapon of mass destruction, or we say weapon. Weapon could be anything. It could be another giant Titan. It could be the final bomb, or something silly like that, just so when the Burning Legion are all drew here, so Sargeras has come down to town, we just detonate and blow up. Maybe that's why the Titans didn't blow up Azeroth in the first place. It's a great tinfoil hat from Mr. Slippery Fist, and it's one that's very underlooked. But as I said, this got me looking into Ulduar. And this got me looking into Titans, and it's my favourite subject ever. I love Titans. I love the idea of big bad motherfuckers coming down, swinging swords, killing tentacle beasts, and screaming bloody murder at demons. It's so badass, and Ulduar is perfect. And look at this amazing thing. I got a new screen as well. So at the moment, I've got the thread on my right, and I've got Ulduar on the left. It's fucking fantastic. I love it. I'm going to read you what I decided to write. In the beginning, Azeroth existed as a simple planet floating in the midst of space, or the dark beyond as I like to call it. There's very little out there in the terms of history of Azeroth's creation, but what little we do know is that Azeroth attracted the attention of the Titans. Massive beings travelled from world to world across the universe, creating order from all the hell that was happening when they arrived there. The Titans did to Azeroth as they did to countless worlds before. They created seeds of humans and whatever to inhabit the planet, encouraging and almost forcing life to grow there. Along with all these other ones, they created the Earthen. They were made of stone, sometimes iron and other such materials, to protect their work. The Titans said, that's good, they had a cup of tea and they left off. Later on, the little planet again caught the attention of another big creatures, known as the Old Gods. They are the complete polar opposite of the Titans in that they strive for chaos and destruction. And Azeroth, still new to the universe, crumpled under the assault. However, the Titan-created Earthen presented a problem that required a creative solution. The old gods, seeing that these creatures were made of rock and stone, released a disease called the Curse of Fresh. Pretty much the beginning. Oh, shit, no. There you go, AFK. I've also switched to America server. Isn't that cool? It mainly creates the problem of, well, the start of all races, really. So your character is one fleshy beast. The Curse of Flesh turned the creations of the Titans from hardened rock to fleshy flesh. Why did the old gods do this exactly? Because the way of the old gods worked was insidious, and they'd whisper into the minds of simple creatures, convincing them to attack and destroy each other, thus cultivating, the chaos they craved. As creatures of stone, the earthen were unable to be affected, but as flesh with fleshy brains, they were easy to manipulate. So the Curse of Flesh was created to easily manipulate, as the earthen was still closely linked to the Titans. Moving on! Sometime later, shit got real and the Titans came home to see that the old gods were in bed with Azeroth. And they were not happy. Not one bit. And, oh jeez, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this for you guys, while trying to fly as well. Look at this place. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Look at the graphics. Oh, jeez, it's fantastic. The little planet that they decided to create and make look beautiful was turning to shit. The Titans immediately set to work, kicking the old god's ass in the large, most horrific war the fledgling planet has ever seen. First, the Titans struck down the elemental lords that served the lieutenants of the old gods, such as Ragnaros, etc., and imprisoned them within the elemental planes. Then the Titans moved on to the old gods themselves. But soon the discovery was even worse than they'd thought. By releasing the Curse of Flesh, the old gods had entwined themselves with Azeroth so completely they were bound together. If the Titans destroyed the old gods, they destroyed the little planet as well. The Titans, instead of deciding to kill them all, decided to lock them away deep below the earth and put into place so nobody could see them, nobody could escape. But see, they created new earth, and that would prove... I'm really bad at reading, I just realised. Reading and walking is really hard. Look over this canyon. I'm sorry. I'll get back to it now. They created new earthen that would prove to be immune to the Curse of Flesh, and Titanic watchers to keep an eye on the world. They pointed the aspects. Dragons were imbued with the powers of the Titan themselves, to watch over the living creatures of Azeroth, and they created strongholds to house the Watchers and act as a failsafe should the old gods prove to be too strong to be contained. These old gods were scattered all over the world, including Ulduar, and Uldum. Oh, Ulduar. Ulduar was the home of the most important Watchers, and it was here where the failsafe was brought into play. In the event that something went wrong, even if there was an inkling of the old god's return, the failsafe would kick in. If anything happened to the Titanic Watchers, a signal would be sent to the Titans, and an observer would be sent to analyze any potential corruption on the planet. If any corruption were detected, a reply code would have been sent to the Titans, a signal that would request the re-origination of Azeroth. The world will be reduced to its primary elements, metals, rock, gases, and then rebuilt from scratch. That code being the Alpha Code Omega from Algalon the Observer, where you do get the Starcaller title, and you must show to him that you are able to hold your own, and no matter how hard Ronan shouts in Dalaran, you are special human beings who don't have to listen to plans. Ah, dear. During the course of the Wrath of the Lich King, we saw this. We defeated Loken at the ends in the Halls of Lightning, which triggered the signal to Algalon's arrival. In order to prevent the destruction of Azeroth, we had to kick Algalon's ass and make him see that we are good guys. And the Titanic stronghold of Ulduar wasn't just the home to the Watchers and a prison to an old god, it was the point on the planet where the analysts of old god activity was carefully monitored. Ulduar, on the other hand, wasn't really a home nor a prison. It was a storehouse for all history surrounding Azeroth's creation and development. The dwarves discovered on the origination of their species there too. Nice little bit. In Ulduar, it appears... now I've missed out a huge section again. I'm an idiot. The dwarves discovered the originator species there, as well as the first hints of existence of the matrix destabilization that led to their existence. Although it wasn't given a name at that time, it wasn't until later, until the term Curse of Flesh entered. Ulduar housed a stone watcher named Lawkeeper Norgaron, designed as such by the Titan Norgaron, who was both the master of the arcane and the master of secrets and mysteries. Norgaron was also responsible for the creation of Malygos, the aspect of magic. But in Ulduar, it appears that Norgaron was really up to storing the mysteries and secrets of Azeroth away and keeping them safe from harm. There are other creations of Norgaron scattered across Azeroth, and each stores information. Okay, I'm really messing up now. And each stores information only accessible by discs or plates. Ugh. Acutely aware of the amount of information being stored in Ulduar, the Titans designed a watcher for this stronghold as well. Archidas. I think it's Arcadis. Arcadis? I'm going to go to Arcadis. It's easier for me. Arcadis' job was much more simple than the Watchers of Ulduar. All he had to do was keep the discs of recorded history safe and prevent anyone from accessing the discs without permission. However, failure to do so did not send a signal to the Titans for some reason. Perhaps the Titans knew the old gods had little use for Azeroth's history, and thus the discovery of the discs wouldn't really indicate an old god problem. Then we have Uldum. That leaves Uldum. Uldum was an unsolved mystery for the longest time, referenced as only the research facility for the Titans. Access to Uldum was limited, so that carried the plates of Uldum. Artifacts to this day have never been found. After delving into the secrets of Ulduar, the explorers found the reference to the mysterious Titan stronghold. Although the depths of Uldum weren't reachable, another Watcher of Norganon was stationed outside with information regarding the purpose of Uldum and the ability to access the facility and to collect the artifacts if they were presented. Salutations. I am a guardian of entry. Unless you have the plate of Uldum already integrated with your disc set, I will not allow entry into Uldum compound. What function do you serve? My purpose is to regulate and access the Uldum complex for the creators. I will allow entry into the compound only when the solicitor exhibits for access proper sequencing discs. Your disc set currently does not contain the plate of Uldum, the primary prerequisite for entry. Access is not granted unless the plate of Uldum are present. What are the plates of Uldum? Oh, I love this. This is so good. It's so silly. The plates of Uldum are discs synthesized by the creators that allow access into the Uldum compound. These discs house more. Oh, there goes a player. I was like, who the fuck runs Ulduar? This guy and his Stone Drake. Because apparently, yeah, people still do that. Physically, they are nearly identical in the circumference to the disc set you currently possess. Their markings, however, are directly related to information on Uldum, as opposed to the Ulduar complex. Where are the plates of Uldum? Several sets of the plates of Uldum have been synthesized by the creators for their expressed use. The creators control the distribution of said discs for all complexes on this world. As such, Azeroth has been rescheduled for visitation, and therefore future discs may enter circulation at that time. Existing discs have become fully distributed to those parties with appropriate security clearance. Excuse me, we've been rescheduled for visitation? What does that mean? The creators use visitation as a means to re-establish control over seeded worlds. When forces, both external and internal, upset the matrix dynamics associated with it, such tactics are not to be taken lightly when executed by the creators. For additional information on this world scheduled visitation, please consult the appropriate data repository fields, creator-relatee schedule considerations. So, what's inside Uldum? Uldum is a research facility for their creators, for continuing efforts to enhance biosphere of Azeroth. Specific information regarding their work as it is related to Uldum is restricted to those individuals who possess the plates of Uldum in their disc sets. Data repositories inside Uldum complex have been programmed to access specific experiments and data compilations. Please refer to them for such things. After providing the information it could be without proper clearance. The Stone Watcher would then shut down, waiting for the day someone returned with all the plates. The most puzzling aspect of this is, however, the reference to visitation. At first, to me, it seemed an innocent enough idea. Titans would come back, check in, say what's up, make sure it's all okay, maybe kick some mole guard butt while they're at it, and that's it. No, I read into this very hard. Wrong, I state. Wrong, I cry from the heavens. In Ulduar, it is pretty much said flat out, if the Titans were to return, it would to originate the planet. Uldum isn't the birthplace of creation. It holds the end of creation and the end of existence as we know it. One location in Uldum is called the Halls of Origination. Something like that sounds like the birthplace of life, of course, but in reality, it holds the key to Azeroth's re-origination. In other words, the reply code that Algalon sent would make them return. Once there, they would reactivate the origination device and wipe all life from the planet. And that's really all I have to tell you about those areas where the old gods really hang out. I just want to say thank you to my Slippery Fist for really getting me in there. As you see, I have called my fucking new American Paladin. That's right. I decided to switch from EU to America for a friend, and I decided to call myself Tirisfal, whilst calling myself the Titan Tirisfal, because I am one smart motherfucker. If you guys would ever like to join me on there, please send me a message. I'm always up for having a bit of fun on there, and I've only just started on the America server, so let me know. That brings us to the end of the podcast. It has been a pleasure. Every single one of you is fantastic in your own right and way, and I've had the pleasure of running Ulduar this week, having a look into the lore, and trying not to read the RPG. There's a ton in the RPG they really go into detail about. I did watch Noble's video about the sword, and I was like, holy shit, there's actually, like, deep in lore with Sargeras. Not I'm the bad guy and kick your ass. But it's RPG, and I'm very upset I can't really make any sense of it. So, things we have to look forward to next week. We might have a special. We might have a little silly video from a friend. Or I might just do a really nice, relaxed, laid-back lore video. For anyone who lives in the UK, I'm doing MCM London, and I'm dressing up as a Tier 5 priest. I'll probably load up a photo just here, just so you can see me. Look how beautiful I am. I know, right? I made that. If anyone wants to ever meet up, I'm there Saturday, Sunday. Come say hello to me. I would love to see some of you guys. Don't be shy. There's a trading card game thing there. I'm going to buy so much bullshit. And as always, my friends, whether you're feeling creamy or feeling dreamy, keep it ready, keep it steady. Let's kill these raids, let's down these bosses, enjoy your GTA, enjoy your week, have fun, and Loktor Ogar, blood and honor await you guys. See ya!